turn it up. You're listening to the Country Music Rocks podcast with Danny and Julia. Your all-access pass to all your favorite artists, untold stories, and the real behind-the-scenes of country music.
Welcome to the Country Music Rocks podcast with Danny and Julia. We are on the road in 2026, and we have captured a miracle in a bottle, and it's a lot of energy coming at you. Warner Music Nashville recording artist Mr. Chase Matthew with you. Hey, buddy.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
I didn't know you could put me in a bottle and just take it with you. That's pretty cool.
The energy that you present, we should. I mean, who needs Red Bull when we got you?
We all need a little bit of
right.
it, yeah.
Exactly,
You and Bailey Zimmerman, man, you two together are dangerous.
Yeah. I love old Bailey. He's a wild guy.
Yeah. Welcome to town.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, we're so excited to see you. We've been doing the podcast for a while now because Julie and I have had a chance to do CMA week, CMAs, ACMs together, and you have been coming up the ranks, and we keep seeing this every time, who the new artists are going to be of the new year. And it seems like right now you are on top of the world. You just got named for CRS New Faces. Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Man. You
really,
just had
really
a
good
number
feeling.
one.
Yeah.
What a way
3
to close.
weeks, man.
What a way to
Crazy.
close
Yeah.
out 2025.
Yeah, is there anything not surprising you right now? I mean, it's crazy.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's just like you said, it's a roller coaster. It's like it's been a cool year. 2025 has been a really cool year of just kind of learning about, the industry and how to. I guess what I'm trying to say is it's been really cool to see the growth because, like I've always said, I just never thought I'd be doing this. And to see my name behind these big numbers, Chase Matthew this week sitting at and then it's just crazy to see my name on charts that have people that we've all grown up listening to,
Sure.
So really crazy. And I'm just grateful that country radio is taking me under their arm. It's pretty cool.
Well, it's kind of hard not to, right? I mean, you're like one of Nashville's greatest songwriters right now. I mean, you
That's
and
pretty
Hardy.
cool to hear.
Yeah, you guys, I mean, you're setting a pace. And that was one of the things that we loved about this podcast. We wanted to bring something special each episode that we can learn something about the industry, whether it be a manager, a tour, a label group, or whoever it may be. Songwriting for me has always been one of my biggest things. I love songwriting. I just think the magic that goes from your mind to a pen, to paper, to a tune is amazing. So for me, I always want to learn about songwriting. Julie and I have talked about this for years, and that's why we were like, we got to get Chase because you have been writing some music that's amazing. And for me, as explaining to somebody new who we get questions all the time, is it a group that you join in Nashville? Is it a friend? It seems like,
It's like
for
a Costco
you,
How does it work?
membership.
Is this like a cult or something?
yeah. Like how do I do this?
Yeah.
Explain it to us.
Well, first off, thank you for the kind words. I mean, and I started writing songs. I've been writing songs since I was probably 13, 14 years old. And, I would play my dad's guitar because mine would never stay in tune. And so I'd play my dad's guitar. And I remember the first song I wrote was like a worship song kind of thank you, Lord, for all you've done for me. And it was, kind of that I couldn't recite any of the lyrics back to you, to be quite honest. But yeah, man, when you start writing music, for me at least, I've solo wrote a lot of my biggest songs. That to me, I mean, I kind of hold a little pride in that. That's cool. But when you get to a place in your career where you're touring so much and you're hauling butt and the only time you got for free time is to sleep,
right?
You have to depend on your friends sometimes to help you kind of finish these songs and these song ideas you have. And I remember recently I got it with one of my buddies, Alex Maxwell. I love that guy. If you guys don't know about him, you should check him out. He also writes and records, puts out his own music.
Okay.
But he was a producer on Darlin. And a producer on a lot of other records of mine, and a producer and songwriter on the next single we have coming to radio.
Okay.
And if there's anybody you want to hear about in Nashville, definitely take that guy into consideration. But yeah, man, when you get to town, I think a lot of people, they find their clique. They find their group of people that they vibe with. I can tell you there's people that I've written with and like, man, we got to write again. Right. Like this is, and then there's people I've written with. It's like, I'm thinking in my head, I will never ever write with this person again.
Right.
But, you find your niche
Mhm.
of people. And
Okay.
and I call that, that's your creative circle. And
There you go.
I got a couple of those creative circles, I would say, depending
That's
on
good.
what
Yeah.
vibe I'm going for.
I feel like watching I don't know if you remember the TV show called Nashville when that was on.
Yeah.
Everyone was
Mhm.
loving that because each character played something different. And there was, I can't remember the couple's name, but they were like part of a publishing group and they had to go sit in these long sessions and wait. And then some days nothing happened. And some days other things just like miracle happened overnight, boom.
Yeah.
I've seen you written songs in like 15 minutes, it's one of those things.
Yeah, sometimes
So
it comes.
it's just really for you like a niche that you got to find, or maybe some of your buddies, you just do something stupid and you just want to go, let's write about that. And the next thing
Sometimes
you know,
I show up and they've already wrote half a song,
Mhm.
and without me even in mind. And so, yeah, it's just, there's so many different creative ways that it comes to be.
right.
Right.
Is there a publishing house system? Like you have to like write the song first, then go to the publishing house and then go to like ASCAP or BMI. What is that procedure like?
Yeah. So, I mean, I would actually say that I think the way that the system is set up, the way that it is structured in Nashville, at least for me and my experiences and my people, I mean, maybe they could speak differently, but I mean, for me, it's just been, hey, like the publishing companies handle the rest. You write the songs, you send them over email, turn them in with the lyrics, and they handle the rest. You know what I mean? And like,
Okay.
I feel like that's what's cool about having a good team. And if you're looking for a team, that's what you should look for. Someone that wants you to just be able to be the creative, and that's how it should be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good point. Good starting point, at least for somebody that wants to learn.
Yeah.
Right.
Because we get questions all the time. Like, I think I can write a song.
Right.
Like,
Mhm.
I feel my own personal life as a dad with 3 kids, I could write a song about my daughter, not a problem.
Yeah.
My boys, we do crazy things. So it would be easy, but I'm like, where do I go?
Yeah.
What do I do?
Where do you take it from here?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
sometimes when I'm writing music, I just kind of pick up my guitar, start strumming something,
Mhm.
and then like an idea will come. Like I had one earlier, and we were in the hotel room up there earlier,
Oh, wow.
and I just had this chord structure, this progression that was really cool, and like kind of almost eerie Metallica, like. But I'm like, how do we make it country? Oh, put some steel guitar on that. Yeah,
Right.
like
Yeah.
that's all we need. Get the slide out and just
Yeah.
start sliding. But songs just come to be in the most weird ways. Sometimes it's an idea that you have, like a title that you want to flip, or it's just a chord structure like that, and then you just start writing what it makes you feel like. For me, I mean, I've had to write songs before too, or see, I don't have kids. I don't have a daughter right now that I know of. But like, I'm kidding. That's like my favorite running joke. I say it way too much. Somebody
Careful
one day
what
is
you
gonna,
wish for.
somebody's gonna make a
Yeah.
compilation of me saying all those one day. I'm gonna sound like a terrible person. But no, in all seriousness, like I don't have any children, right? So if I wanted to write in that situation, I would have to like put my mindset of like, okay, I have a child. Like, how would I feel? Whatever the storyline may be,
Right.
and literally almost have to live it in my mind, like overthink the situation to create those feelings, and then just write what you're feeling.
Right.
I write how you're feeling it.
I feel like we see that now with Luke Combs.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
as Luke was by himself before he
Yeah.
got married, now he's got 2 boys.
Yeah.
Now it's a whole now he's a whole different man. It's a
Right.
whole different
Right.
thing. With you get to write about just crazy things that you're doing on the road that you love and stuff like that. So I think that's amazing to see.
Yeah.
So thank you for that little piece of advice. I mean,
Yeah, man.
it helps a lot because we always tell people follow your dreams, obviously, and if you
Right.
think you have something special, share it with somebody.
Right.
Just be
Mhm.
careful who you share it with.
Right.
Well, I mean, I'll say too, if you're wanting to write songs and you're wanting to get into songwriting and you want to take it seriously, maybe do it for a living or as an artist, be an artist, you have to be present to win. One of my
Mhm.
buddies, Will Paddock, said that best. And Will's been writing with me for years, and he's on our publishing company as well, Ignition. We're always repping the brand.
Yeah, buddy.
There you
Um,
go.
I was going to ask you what that was for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's our own. We have our own full in-house label.
Okay.
And I'm a partner in that. It's a lot of fun to be able to help other people with their creative stuff as well. But Will's always said you got to be present to win. And he lived outside of town, and he's working on relocating to Nashville. But if you're someone watching this and
Mhm.
you want to be an artist or you want to be a writer, man, you got to be present to win. Go to Music City or go to LA. Go find that group of people, man. And
Right.
you may even have
Makes
that group of
sense.
people in your small town, but bring them with you. You know.
Mhm.
It's funny you say that. We do. We have an amazing group of local artists.
That's awesome.
And they're fantastic. And some of them have made it. Our good friend Brittany Kellogg was just on the road with Keith Urban
Oh, I
and
know
Blake Shelton.
Brittany.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Yep.
great.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
from here.
I didn't know she was from here.
Oh yeah.
I've been following Brittany Kellogg for like 5 years.
Yeah.
Oh, how funny.
She's from here. I mean,
Yeah,
she
that's
literally
crazy. I didn't know that.
it's crazy stories. Jackie Rohr, who was on The Voice with Team Reba,
Yeah.
really great. The guy that's opening tonight for us, Kurt Van Meter.
Yeah.
I've told everyone, I'm like, living in the Pacific Northwest is fantastic. It's God's country. We're blessed. But I don't think you're going to find Scott Borchetta or a John Loba or somebody from these big major labels, a Kristen Williams coming to town, be like hanging out at Jubas Ponderosa Lounge. As much as I'd love to have them here every night, I'd love to drink beer with them and talk stories.
I don't know all them people that well, but I'll say you'll see Chris Lacey up in here. She's cool.
Yeah,
She'll hang out anywhere.
right,
She's
right.
the coolest president I've ever met in my life. So.
But it's those people that are not going to be here. So you have to make yourself present in Nashville. Go do it. And Brittany is a prime example. She did it. Jackie's now doing it. Kurt is starting to do it.
Right.
So it's a great piece of advice because you could be found here, but the chances here are very slim as opposed to Nashville for sure.
You know, some people I think also have like maybe even a what do you call it? A grudge against the against Nashville or the mainstream side of the way things are structured. But I have nothing bad to say about Nashville. I think that a lot of things are skewed when you think about like the corporate side of it.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of people there that are not a part of the corporate side of it. And there's a lot of small town people just like from a small town like this that would love to meet people from, you know, Portland. But I think also like being able to have the internet now has played such a huge role in being able to remotely do things. You can write with people through Zoom now. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
It's so cool to be able to do that.
Yeah. Have you who's your favorite writer that you sat down with besides your buddy? Have you had any others? Like, have you sat with Hardy? Have you sat with Jeffrey Steele? Have you sat with some of those people that you're just like, I got to sit with this person?
So haven't sat down with Hardy yet. I'm actually working on that. We've got one on the books for next month. I'm pretty excited about. But been a big fan of that guy for years. And so, yeah, that's going to be cool. I'll let you know how that goes.
Yeah.
Super cool guy, though, outside of that. We text all the time. But, yeah, I think when it comes to writers that I've met and I've just been in awe of, I mean, somebody that doesn't get talked about enough, Josh Phillips or Taylor Phillips, they are related, but both of them super talented songwriters, and they both have multiple number ones. Josh Phillips wrote that Dirt Cheap song for Cody Johnson.
Oh, okay.
And I believe he solo wrote that song.
Oh, wow.
Like complete solo, right?
Yeah.
Solo wrote it all by himself. I remember the first time I heard that song, I was like, who wrote this? And why the hell am I crying?
Right.
You know,
so.
And when I saw it was Josh, I mean, I couldn't help but just be so happy for him. And we had already known each other then, but you know, BMI Awards were just a while back, and I remember him getting a complete standing ovation from everybody in the room when he got his award for that song.
Yeah,
that's great.
I mean, isn't that the goal? You know, isn't that the goal, man? Just to be recognized for your talent, you know, and just how talented. You know, but we all work really hard for our goals, and I think we all just want that group clap eventually. You know?
Sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Of course.
So.
I mean, I'm no songwriter, but I feel like with songs and with the songwriting process, you can almost say it a little bit better in a song versus having the conversation with the person. Like you're going to be more articulate about it. So for you, is there a lyric or maybe a part of a song that maybe you've put into a song that you would probably not say to that person?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. I don't know how much vulgar I'm allowed to say on here, but
but it's easier to convey it in a song.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's a whole lot easier to say bitch boy hands in a song than it is in person. Like, because you never hear anybody say that. And I just came up with it. I was mad at an ex and ran off with this dude from the bar. And I was like, maybe I said, and I solo wrote this one too. Maybe he can dance better than I can. Maybe he's got them softer bitch boy hands. And it's become like a whole brand. Like there's people that show up with bitch boy hand T-shirts. Like,
there you go.
Like it's so funny. But yeah, I had to be a little more careful about what I put in a song after that. But it's quite funny.
Yeah, it is. Because now I've got a visual in my head, and I can see people going around looking at people's hands in the bar.
Yeah. Ain't no calluses on that. No. Bitch boy.
Should trademark that.
Yeah, somebody should.
Yeah.
But I mean, and on a more serious note, like, you know, if you're experiencing heartbreak, I know sometimes like I'm one of those people that when I'm in a funk, I don't really tell people. You know what I mean? I don't tell nobody. I'll get pissed off. I'll go to my room and I'll write a song.
There you go.
Because it's easier to say how you're feeling through a song. It's easier for some reason. It's easier to sing it over a 6-string guitar than it is to tell somebody. And then you could play the song and you telling everybody. And I think also when you realize that so many other people can relate to those feelings, that's when music brings people together.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's in our
For
blood.
sure.
Yeah.
Right. And it's almost like you're letting the frustration out.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, let me rethink this. It's like sending an email. Like if something happens, you don't want to just fire off an email and then be like, oh, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
Right. Now you can go back and refine it and be like, maybe we got something here.
I don't got any more email privileges. I did that a couple times. So I don't email people back anymore. Let the team handle that. I don't understand this. Like, anyways.
Tour manager, take care of this.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even know how to I'll be capitalizing and not putting the commas in the right spot.
That can be dangerous.
Yeah. A lot of exclamation points when I'm mad.
Yeah, for sure. Excellent. That's funny. So you've been on the road as an artist and as a songwriter. Do you like combining both, or would you, if you had the option to say, okay, I want to do one more than the other, what would it be?
I'll be honest. I don't even look at it like that. I know
Okay.
that sounds crazy, right? I don't look at this like I'm a songwriter or I'm an artist. I just look at it as I'm being me. I'm doing what I love. I mean, as much business as I know about the business, I don't look at it as a business. Just because if you look at it as a business, then it doesn't become fun anymore.
Right.
Mhm.
You got to do what you love.
Yep.
The crazy part is that was kind of part of my New Year's resolution. I never really told anybody. This is y'all the first time hearing. My team hadn't even heard this. I wanted to look at my career as more of as a party. Let's have fun. Let's make the most of this. You live life while you got it, because if I take it too serious all the time, then I'm gonna hate it.
Right.
And that's with anything in life. When you start accomplishing everything you've ever dreamed, if it becomes work, you're never going to enjoy it.
Right.
And, I think that this year is one of those moments where I'm trying to look at it more like, am I writing a song or am I venting? Am I writing a song to sell it, or am I venting how I feel? And then maybe other people relate to it,
Right.
Yeah.
Like to me, it's like, that's how I should be doing it. And that's how it started. That's how it started when I wrote that song about the girl that ran off with the guy from the bar. I was in my bedroom that I was renting for $400 a month, and nobody knew who I was. Maybe a few small town people from our local honky tonk, but that is where the story started, and that's where it needs to end as well. It needs to start there, and it needs to. It's all about. Don't let the money get to your head. Don't let the fame get to your head. That's what people mean by that.
Right.
Don't look at it like a job. If you love this, love it forever. And when you stop loving it, take a break, regroup.
Right.
And come back in 2026 and go on some crazy tours and go get some more number ones and come hang out in Portland, Oregon. And,
There you go.
Let's go, baby.
Love it. There you go. Speaking of 2026, what is ahead for you? I know you've got a busy year. You're already on your tour.
Yeah.
This is the first show of 2026 tonight, right?
This is my first performance
Awesome.
of 2026.
Okay.
Cool.
Ours too. This is our first show for the year, so we're excited. Yeah.
I'm a little nervous. I can't lie to you. I ate a whole bunch of pancakes before we got out there for sound check this morning. I think I'm gonna pay for it later.
I have no doubt you'll be epic as always on stage.
Yeah, for sure.
But no, what is ahead for you for this year? What are you looking forward to most?
Yeah, well, we haven't announced it yet, but we've got a big major tour we're going on with another artist, and I'm a huge fan of this person. I mean, I can't say. He's
You're
like,
good.
Don't say.
Don't say it. No,
say
you're
it.
good. We'll
He
find
knew
out
what
who
I
it
was
is.
going to say because
Yeah.
I always hint at it, and then it's a dead giveaway. It's like you should have just said it anyways. But basically, I really enjoy this person and their music. I'm one of their biggest fans, and they played a huge inspiration in my music. So if you listen to my music and you want to know who it is, just go pull an inspiration.
Yeah.
I bet
For sure.
8 times out of 10 you're going to be right.
Figure it
Okay.
out. Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's exciting.
You just came off a tour with
Yeah.
Keith Urban.
Yeah.
And I got to say, dude, the guitar you gave him with the
Yes.
inlay of that,
Mhm.
like it looked tribal to me. And I don't know where that came from, who helped you, but that was the most gorgeous
his
guitar.
reaction was, just watching that video, how did you hold it together?
Well,
Because he was so...
I can't take full credit for it. My team, they were like, hey man, it's getting that time again. You know how it goes on these major tours. We need to get one of these artists to give. I said, well, that's crazy. I was thinking about this. Like, we should get him a guitar. They were like, what kind of guitar do you get Keith? He has probably every guitar that ever made. Like, how do we change it up? And my manager was like, I got this idea. There's this guy. I've worked with him before. And he's in Hawaii. He makes this awesome. There's a specific name for it, and I'm blanking on what it's called. But the guy is actually from Brisbane, Australia, or somewhere in Australia. He's from Australia, and so he knows all about the culture of Keith and where he was from. And so he wrote this paper about how every like color and turn and the sharp edges represented like the art. Actually, the shape of the art represented certain times in his life, and these beautiful areas here represented his children, and it was just it was a kind of art that I've never experienced.
Yeah.
And I remember when we got to see the guitar for the first time before we gave it to him, and I unpackaged it myself, and I said, wow, this is going to be, if he don't cry, he don't got a heart.
Yeah, no, it looked incredible.
I mean, it was awesome. And so giving that to him, I mean, I know it was a tough year for you know, I don't even want to say that. It was just it was a year of a lot of changes in my life. You know, I got to go see a lot of things that I've never seen before, Australia, and I got to go see Canada with him. And, you know, first off, going to Australia with Keith Urban's like showing up to the UK with Queen Elizabeth.
Exactly.
It's a big deal.
Yeah,
you know,
of course.
He's royalty. So, you know, getting to do that with him and him taking me to go with him, my first time there, I owe him a lot. And
Yeah,
so
that's cool.
Had to do something special. The guitar
That
played
was pretty
out.
special.
It was
yeah.
great. It was awesome.
That's awesome.
Go check out the video.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, you got to watch it.
I love how he said that you and your whole team show up with purpose every night. And I was like, that was such a great way to put it. And that seems so meaningful, especially coming from somebody like Keith.
Yeah, for sure. I
Yeah.
mean, purpose is a big deal, right? I mean, we're all looking for purpose in
Yeah.
life. And so to hear it come from
Yeah.
the lips of an angel.
Yeah.
It definitely, we almost played that one the night of Bridgestone. He brought me out the last show of the tour to sing with him, and we sang, oh, Lord. What's the song called? Oh, I'm missing it. It was going to be Lips of an Angel. It ended up being Here Without You. Here Without You,
Oh,
baby.
okay.
It's a good song. I love that one.
I happened to be in Nashville the night of that show.
Yeah.
I got invited to go to the Opry with a different label group, and I was taking winners to the Opry. So I had a split decision. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
I want to go to the
That's
Bridgestone.
a tough one, yeah.
So I was like, but I can't bail on the
I
Opry.
want to get out of this.
Yeah, so it was tough, but I know that was an amazing show. There were so many people in town that night that were a part of that, so that was something special for sure.
Yeah, it was a really cool night, and especially another cool moment for me. You know, I said Australia, but I mean, Bridgestone is my hometown. I'm from Nashville. I'm a native, so a blessing to be from there and look at that venue every time you drive by and dream of playing it one day. So to finally get to do it with Keith is cool.
What part of town did you grow up in Nashville?
Okay, so I get this question a lot, and the best way I can explain it is because I went to so many schools and moved around so much between mom and dad's house, and you know, them moving a little bit too, and so anywhere from Clarksville to Hartsville. So like currently I live in Robertson County, which is north of Nashville.
Okay.
So I'm about 30 minutes north of town, but Clarksville is where like the Fort Campbell is, and then Hartsville is the polar opposite way. So everywhere in between North Nashville, middle Tennessee, northern Tennessee, everywhere from the Kentucky border to downtown.
Do you have a favorite spot that you just as an artist like Chase Matthew, like I'm taking my guitar, I'm going to write a song today, but I've got to be here.
Yeah.
Where would that be?
Well, so I don't actually it's wild. I don't get inspiration from songs with surroundings. I know that sounds great. Like if I said, okay, I want to write a song in this room, like this wouldn't inspire me. Like even an ocean front wouldn't inspire me to write a song. Like I guess I'm one of the guys that goes and drives around in my one of my old trucks or old Jeeps or whatever, old car. And there's this back road in Hartsville. And it's Amish country out there. It's real pretty, and it's like I don't even know. It's almost like a crush and run gravel, but borderline old pavement road. And you just go cruise around, man. I mean, I rode my motorcycle back in there, and I'll just no music, no nothing. Just listen to the wind.
Yep.
Every once in a while, get up to a stop sign, put it in park, cut it off, and just listen to the quiet breeze. And man, that just to me inspires me so much. It's the reset that inspires me.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Because the ideas come naturally. It's the reset that sparks it back up.
You just painted a picture in my head. I could just see it already, like in a video of like just parking.
Brother,
Turning
when
off
we
the
get
motor.
next time you're in town, I'm gonna take you there.
Yeah, I
I'm
want to
telling
go.
you. Now, the Amish people look at me funny when I drive by, but they're like,
That's
"That
because you
is
drive by at 100 miles an hour.
That's a big ass truck." yeah.
I love it.
Have you had a specific moment in your career so far? Because I know everything has just been moving so quickly, and you've just been shooting up between the charts and just on tour. Has there been a specific moment when you realized this is actually happening? It's finally happening.
Yeah. So definitely been a few of those. I would say the one that really sticks out the most was last year in February. Around this time last year, I played Ryman, the headlined Ryman, and again another dream venue.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been
Growing
there
up there,
yeah.
for multiple shows growing up there. I've been to a lot of shows there, and to be able to play that room, I was always obsessed with the acoustics in that room too, and you know, it's the mother church, the original home of the Grand Ole Opry. So, but yeah, getting to headline that and bring out my family, my mom, my grandmother, my dad.
Yeah.
Lauren Alaina came out that night.
Oh, that's awesome.
Austin
Love that.
Williams opened the show and came out and sang on with me too. I don't know if y'all know Austin Williams. Check him out. But man, just a moment. I remember I was on the last songs on Darlin, and I sat down on the stairs like this, and I put my knees on my my elbows on my knees like this, and I took my hat off and I went like this because I was crying.
Right. You don't want no one to see you?
Yeah.
And I never have ever like cried like that on stage. But I knew I had to snap out of it quick, so I snapped out of it, and before I could even get back up, they were chanting Chase, Chase,
Oh,
Chase.
yeah.
And it was just this moment of like, all I ever wanted to do is make my hometown proud.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, you
And
definitely
so,
have.
You want to talk about ripping my heart out of my chest is when I looked over, and I knew my family beside stage, and my mom, and my mama, my dad, and everybody was just bawling.
Yeah.
Aw,
Just like this was
That's so sweet.
this was it. It was so crazy.
Did you ever
love that.
drive by? Like, one thing I love about Nashville is that everything is so close. So, like, you know, it's a 3-block radius. Everything's right there, except for the Opry, which is now moved. But originally at the Ryman. Growing up in Nashville, did you ever just drive by there and just be like, someday?
Opry?
Someday.
Oh yeah, the Opry, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
Opry. For
Or
sure.
even stand at the gates, like between Legends Corner going
Yeah.
into the Ryman. You're like,
I'll tell you. Okay, so there was this moment where the Inspirational Country Music Awards, ICMAs. My mom was good friends with the people that run that organization, and I was probably, I don't know, 18 or 19, and I was probably about 20. But I got to go there one day and watch the show, and you know they'll give them giving the awards to everybody, and it's a faith-based. I believe it's faith-based, but it's a faith-based like country award show.
Okay.
And to me, that matters the most. I mean, I love the Lord. I might cuss like a sailor, but I love the Lord. And I was like, man, all these guys were jamming, and they had their own band, and it was beautiful. And I remember I was so inspired that day that I made a post on all my social media pages, and you know, again, I had nobody listening to me. And I probably only had like 3 songs out, but I posted and said, I need a band. I need to find a band. And that was they host that in the Grand Ole Opry. And so that was a moment where I was like, wow, I think it was a multitude of things. Obviously the huge history of the Opry, but also the people that were in that room that were very inspirational people. Sure. And just having the opportunity to share the same oxygen with those people.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah,
So
that's cool. That's
very
really cool.
inspired.
That's awesome. Well, I know I got to say this because I love following you on social media because I feel like you're probably one of the biggest adrenaline junkies that I've ever met besides myself.
All right, what are we talking about here?
How many cars do you own as a single guy?
I have to check my text messages because I may have just closed on another one. So, long story short, I have quite the collection. It's nothing like super fancy car collection, but I mean I have a couple old schools that are pretty rare. But I'm mainly intrigued by what they call a second gen Dodge Ram.
Okay.
Or Jeep Cherokees.
Okay.
Either one. Okay, so let's just be honest. It's everything. I'm into everything.
Right, you love it all.
Yeah.
I got issues. I got a few Harleys. I got a few few cars. Okay, I don't have a number. That's just the truth.
I feel like
To
you
answer
could be
your
like the
question.
next Jay Leno. Like you open up your garage and you've got a
Ooh.
choice of whatever you want to
Yeah.
drive. Chase
Yeah.
has got it, whether it be a Harley, a go-kart, a Jeep,
Well, I mean, some people collect, Dragon Ball Z cards.
Mhm.
I like stuff that I can go drive down that back road in
Yeah.
Right.
Hartsville and
Yeah.
get some inspiration. I don't know. There's something too about, and I don't just have them. I build them too. I was a ATV mechanic before I was doing music full time, but even before that, I was working on my own stuff and in the garage with my dad, learning from him, and I took what he taught me and ran with it. And now I've got a couple hot rods. I got a 1,000 horsepower Jeep Cherokee. It's an old mail Jeep that we stuffed the turbo LS in. We'll do wheelies. It's crazy.
That's
Wow.
awesome. Is that the one that you took to the drag strip?
Yeah.
Okay.
The white one.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
it, yeah.
I watched that and I was laughing because my son and I are into kart racing.
Okay.
And he's racing tonight. That's why he's not
Nice.
here with me. But I was like, I got to go do the show with Chase. But I'm like, I can't wait to talk to him about cars
for
Yeah.
because we're
sure.
We can
always.
talk cars for
I
hours.
know. And I don't want to
Yeah.
think about your time because I know we could get into it seriously.
Well, if we're adding them up, I know I have 7 second-gen Dodge Rams.
Oh.
I have 2 Jeep Wranglers, 2 Jeep Cherokees, 2 Harleys, 1 other motorcycle. Lincoln, 1966 Lincoln Park Lane,
Oh.
1995 Ford Bronco Eddie Bauer edition.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
I daily drive a Escalade V, and I bought a hearse the other day.
Her?
Yeah,
Because why not?
yeah. I'm gonna build a burnout car out of it. So I know this gets crazier and crazier.
Take it to the Nashville drag strip.
Yeah, well,
it's
no,
funny.
I'm gonna build a burnout car out of it. So they have this thing called burnout competitions, and they block off a big square. Some of them are smaller, some are bigger squares, but you literally go out there and you just blow the tires off of it. And so it's almost like people don't care about the cars they're doing them with because they're beating the crap out of them anyways. By the time the tire pops, it blows the whole quarter panel
Sure.
apart. But it's really cool and people cheer it on because it's just destruction. It's just like if you're watching a demolition derby.
Of
Right.
course.
But I was like, nobody's done a hearse. And I got this. What if I call it Dead Tread?
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Wow.
You
Dead
better
tread.
copyright that too.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Dead Tread. I named it Dead Tread. I got an old 1996 Cadillac. It's got a 350 in it, LT1, and I'm gonna pull it out and put a
Got like a
671 LS in it.
It's got like a Munsters theme to it, man. That's awesome.
It'll be fun. I'm gonna take you for a ride in that
That
too.
is so
It'll be
killer. I
fun.
That
love it. I
sounds
love
awesome.
So killer. No
Yeah.
pun intended.
Exactly. And finally, what is one thing? Country music is so special, but what is one thing that is just so special and meaningful to you about this genre?
Well, if we're without talking too much crap about other genres, I mean, I was raised on rock and roll, and I was raised in church. I wouldn't say I was exactly raised on country music, but I know all of the roots of it, and to understand like the similarities between the influence I had on my life with music and country music, in faith-based music, it's about what you believe in. It's meaningful, right? And then with rock and roll, it's emotion. For me, it was emotion, right? You're talking about the stuff that whether it's anger or it's the slow heartbreak ballads that whoever put out. But I grew up on a lot of Hinder, Breaking Benjamin, Stained, that whole era of music and rock, and then the classic stuff as well. And then for country music, I remember like some of the first like country stuff I really discovered was stuff like Florida Georgia Line,
Right.
and Jason Aldean and Billy Currington, and then I started going down some deeper rabbit holes. And at the time, Justin Moore, I think, also was really blowing up, and basically everybody on this wall out here,
Yeah, right?
huge
Yeah.
names. Ended up finding out I was neighbors to Sammy Kershaw
Oh,
back
wow.
then too, and so learned all about him. And I guess what I'm trying to say is the genre of country music, it's meaningful. It has heart.
Yes.
As to where, not to bash L.A. or anything. I've spent some time there, but I don't feel that heart. I don't feel that type of
Agreed.
energy. I don't feel that type of love and affection and stuff when I'm there.
Right.
When it comes to making music,
Yeah.
you
It's
know,
more like a business when you're
Yeah.
there.
very
That's the
very
business,
much
yeah.
business,
Yes.
and you know, Nashville still has the heart. It's
Mhm.
a big city,
And
small
home.
town.
Yeah.
And family.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
For sure.
So.
Well, listen, we know you got a big show. First
Yeah.
show of 2026. We want to
Let's
say
go.
thank you so much for
Yes.
making this our first show on the road
yeah.
and
Thank
joining
y'all.
First show
us,
for
man.
2026.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Thank y'all
awesome.
for having us, and I love this place. I love Ponderosa. It's gonna be fun. We played here in 2022, and I mean, just one of the rowdiest crowds. You look at this place, and you're like, where are we at? You know,
Yeah.
is this a truck stop? Like,
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a lot
Y'all,
going on.
This is called Party Central. That's
Yes.
what this is.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
get ready
we're
for a lot
excited.
of high fives because, man, people
Let's
are
go.
dying to get their hands on you for sure, just
Yeah.
to high five and
No,
say,
it's
"I
gonna be
know
fun.
him. I
I
met
might just
him."
jump and might do a what crowd surf. Or
Yeah,
something.
do it,
Who
man.
knows,
Do
man.
it.
There you
You
go.
gotta do it with me.
That's right. Okay, I'll jump off stage with you. They won't catch me; they'll
gotta
catch
record
you.
it.
You
gotta hold 'em to it.
Absolutely. It's
That'll
happening.
That'll make a funniest reel ever.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, man, for joining us right here on the Country Music Rocks podcast.